Hello everyone, Travis here once more with my partner in crime, Thorin. The dynamic duo reunited again on this side of the Atlantic for the next part of Battle of the Atlantic. How pumped are you to be here right now, Thorin?
I'm very excited, and now I know what it feels like to be doublelift. I keep featuring in these videos. I'm not sure why, but people seem to like them, so we have to, I guess. Yeah,
and again, the point is that Thorin is just super excited to be here. I think that's really what he's trying to say. So we're actually at the new studio where Riot is doing all their new stuff in North America. It's actually pretty cool because this is like a movie set. There used to be, I think Marvel used to be here. You can see that they have like the Airbus cold storage. That building is actually where they do that, or where they have the thing. Yeah. What do you think of it, Thorin? Are you pumped? Are you excited about the new place?
I'm guessing that's where they should probably pop XDG now, because those people are on ice and they're dead actually now.
Yeah. What, XDGG? Is that who we're referencing?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. There's a lot of, So anyway, tomorrow we find out if America or Europe is going to win the whole Battle of the Atlantic, obviously coming down to this Cloud9 Fnatic thing, because these two regions are so close, pretty neck and neck. Do you think it's going to be Europe or America at this point? Because, I mean, Cloud9, come on.
I mean, this is actually, in theory, one of the closest matches, like, for real, because the two closest I thought was, like, CLG Alternate and Cloud9 Fnatic. Right. Those are the ones where really both teams could win. Yeah. Whereas the others were pretty one-sided. So obviously it will be fake if America wins, because America's like full of European players who are their stars. And also you get all these points for TSM beating like those people who I mentioned came off the street or something, like homeless people in Lemon Dogs. Yeah. But if Cloud9 wins, then great victory for Cloud9. Yeah. But NA doesn't really count. But if Europe wins, then it definitely all counts, and forget everything I just said.
So if I'm just kind of curious, the Lemon Dogs players, if you do one of your extended interviews in the future...
Well, they'll have to become famous and actually do something first. Yeah. So in the eventuality that happens, and I'm not like a fish riding a bike flying in the future, which is another possibility, then I guess I'll have to take those words back. Yeah. Well, have you ever had to do that in an interview, take words back that you'd said that maybe you didn't mean?
I've never had to do that before. Because you know what, really, I'm just excited to be here. You know, really passionate about this stuff. As are you, I'm sure. You know, both of us.
We have our similarities. Like I'm talented, so I have talent, and you're on-screen talent.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We both are talented on and off screen. I think that's what you're getting at there.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as always, it's a pleasure to work alongside the. You know, one of actually pretty much the only British journalist in esports right now. So it's really cool to sort of work alongside you at these events. You know, I gotta say I disagree with you about if Europe is going to win either way, because Cloud9 definitely going to win. You know, and that's America right there. But yeah, no, I'm pretty excited about it. What do you think of these promotion matches?
So far, well, we've only seen one so far when this is being recorded, and that was like a really big letdown, because I didn't know that EG would be super strong. Like, I thought maybe they could even lose, you know. That would actually have been a really shocking storyline. Yeah. But they were, like, completely dominated. Actually, what's funny is everyone will only look at the EG players in the lineup, but it was probably the two new players, who the Americans, like Inox and Pobelter, who were the real, like, revelation, because who knew if they'd be really good. I think what you saw in that game, though, is actually that the other three players, who we think of as, like, mechanically weaker, obviously they know how to play the game, and they're, like, really good at winning. So I imagine they probably got those, like, two young players, and they told them, like, this is probably how you should play and, like, what you should do with us. And so that's actually a cool storyline going into LCS, because you don't have to think that they're going to necessarily be the bottom team like a Velocity or something. They might be good for all we know.
Well, now we have Pobelter, he's been kind of a star, but behind the scenes for a long time. Wasn't able to play in the LCS last year because of that. Otherwise, he'd be playing on Curse. Now he's made it into the LCS too, so going to sort of have to see how that plays out as well.
Well, he's also like the cause behind one of the all-time great Reddit comments when he got kicked out of Curse in the span of like a week, and then they also kicked out Afromu, and that guy made that comment that said like that Liquid is the best Lee Sin in NA because he's just blindly kicking people.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
It was a great comment. It was very witty.
That's very. I like that a lot. I was afraid it was going to be very offensive or something. You know?
No, why would
you got the British humor. Okay, you guys are allowed to do a lot of stuff on television that we're not allowed to do in the States. You know.
Is that why you're not allowed on British television?
I mean, I've never gotten the invite. I assume it's right.
I don't know why. It's probably in the post. Yeah, probably got lost.
BBC Travis Gafford interview. I think that's right around the corner. Speaking right around the corner, we're about to see Game 2 of the Walking Zed making their way up the coast Get it?
Yeah,
'Cause
well
you're
done.
playing
Yeah.
Coast,
Yeah, well done. Yeah.
So, really excited to see what happens there. Obviously, Coast did pretty fantastic against Walking Zed the first
Well, maybe
game.
if Coast beat them, then they can send Walking Zed to Good Game University.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
And if Walking Zed win, then they'll be like, well, it's GG in LA.
Oh, because okay.
Anything you can do, Charles, I can do better.
These are the. I mean, I don't want to. I don't know if I'm gonna say that. I mean, that's rather professionally.
Well, we've never
compliment
dated
you.
the same person, so we can't say for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, as far as you know. But I mean, anything can happen in esports. It's
No,
really
it's
where
true,
I'm getting at. Yeah. So I wonder what's gonna happen because obviously Walking Zed had a hard time in that first game, but do you think they're gonna be able to swing it back with that Bishu power?
The Walking Zed on paper actually look pretty decent. I mean, it's hard to know how good they are because they have that guy, who himself like has amnesia or something, so maybe he doesn't even know how good he is.
Okay,
but maybe that's their secret because like he actually forgot some awesome strategies years ago that they'll pull out now and then they'll win the game with it.
Okay.
I actually think probably Coast will win because from everything I've heard, Coast was actually good. They were just one of those teams who like couldn't close games out and stuff.
Yeah.
So basically they were an American team in LCS.
Interesting. I really thought about it that way. So by the way,
no need to think about that. Just focus on the drama.
whatever. Anyway, so the point is, I've been producing a lot of content at these events, but I think people haven't really seen much from you besides these videos. So what's going on behind the scenes in Thorinville?
Okay, well actually I've done my new series, which is like Grilled but Not Grilled. That would be a good name. But
Can you reference it? Is there are you allowed to?
I can't say the
reference
name of
it?
the title yet because that's top secret.
No, I mean,
so
are
if
you
I
able to
die on the
reference
plane
your
crash
old one?
home, then
Yeah.
oh yeah, I can. Well, I just did right there, so fuck
well,
on me.
Hopefully.
But yeah, I've started doing my new long series. I've done some players. It's going to be really good. If you like these sorts of interviews, but you wish people talked about the game and it was like a bit longer, then just watch my stuff. I'm just trying to make fans. I'm trying to take Travis fans and say, listen, you guys have done a good job. Become Thorin fans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we should. There are a lot
we
of
can
Travis
share
fans.
as well, yeah.
There are a lot of Travis fans, so I don't mind giving a couple of them over to you.
Well, especially since a lot of them are girls.
Yeah. Well, whenever you dress like this, of course you're going to have a lot of fans that are girls. You know. The point is that we're going to start seeing some content from you soon.
Yeah.
Pretty excited to see that.
I mean, I've done some content. I like write articles as well. Do you write?
On occasion.
Okay.
A little notes.
You can write.
Yeah. I tweet.
Like laundry list, shopping list.
Twitter, Facebook.
Twitter, yeah.
Yeah. There's some Reddit comments that I've produced in my time.
Yeah.
Some of the best, really, Reddit comments that I think a lot of people have seen.
A lot of apologies for things in your interviews, I've noticed.
I mean, I'm there for the fans, and if they have a problem, I want to address that, so.
No, I think it's the other way around. The fans are there for me, and if I have a problem, I'll address them.
See, I do a lot, exactly, right? That's the difference, is that I do a lot of apologies.
Different philosophy.
You have a lot of offensive language, actually, in yours,
Only on Twitter.
Yeah. Well,
I keep my offensive language on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't offend people on camera.
Really? On occasion, I feel like people were pretty offended by what you were wearing at DreamHack, and you were on camera at that time.
Maybe I just have a different sense of what fashion is.
Okay, well, it's true. I mean, the sweatshirt. You have anything that you want to say here at the end of the, this sort of discussion, and then I'll sign us out.
Yeah. If America wins, then congrats to Cloud9 for being an American team and winning. But it doesn't really count when like Bjergsen plays for TSM and like Bloodwater's easily the best on XDG and he's like European. So it's sort of like the real story of America, which is like some really good Europeans came over and then they made this country and then you just called them Americans and now like all the American victories really sort of are for Europe anyway, if you think about it.
Well, I am looking forward to Cloud9's victory tomorrow over Fnatic because once again we'll have imported some of the best people and made them even better, created great products and really taken over the world from the UK who used to run things and now we do. So you can check out the rest of our coverage of that event, which will be happening tomorrow at ongamers.com.